Black voters fleeing Democrat Plantation. Biden regime getting desperate. He about to pull out all the stops to try to get the black vote now. He'll probably go back on Breakfast Club or something like that and tell people tell black people you ain't black unless you vote for me again or some crazy stuff like that. And the majority of black people gonna fall for it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. In order to secure victory, Democrats must appeal to two crucial voting groups: blacks and the younger generation, Zoomers and millennials. Unless the Democrats have some other shenanigans planned, these blocks are essential for their success. Now, regarding Zoomers, Joe Biden is counting on rescheduling marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 to motivate them to participate in the elections. This highlights the administration's perception of this demographic importance. On the black front, despite numerous unfulfilled promises such as raising the minimum wage, implementing criminal justice reform, and passing so-called voter rights legislation, it remains unclear how the Democrats can regain the support of black voters. Because basically, we're not asking for any of that stuff. Really, most black people I know is not asking for any of that stuff. Regardless of one's stance on these policies, they were central campaign commitments that the Biden administration was expected to fulfill. Consequently, the party and its nominal leader has been eroding their support among black voters for several months now. The once famous assertion that not voting for Biden means y'all ain't black appears to have lost its significance. And according to The Hill, Democrats are emphasizing the early appeal to black voters, a critical voting bloc that played a pivotal role in President Biden's 2020 victory and is expected to do the same in 2024. 4 years ago, the nation was still grappling with the aftermath of George Floyd's murder and confronting issues of race and police brutality. Calls for change and accountability brought voting rights and criminal justice reform to the forefront, sparking nationwide outrage and activism. And although Biden has since highlighted significant improvements for the black community, a divided Capitol Hill has stalled crucial legislation. Strategists now argue that Democrats must demonstrate to these voters what the administration has accomplished for them or risk low voter turnout in November. And they make all these promises. Democrats make all these promises to black folk every year and never deliver. And I'm hoping one day black people will finally wake up to that and know that these people really do not care about you. As I've previously pointed out in the context of decline in fake meat sales, which vegans attribute to marketing failures, both advertisers and politicians share a common problem. They tend to view everything as a marketing challenge rather than a substantive one. They may believe that by identifying the right emotional triggers, they can win over their audience, underestimating the discernment of their consumers and constituents. They basically believe they're dumb. It's high time for voters of all races to dispel these misconceptions, but hopefully people will start waking up to this and speaking out and speaking up for themselves and calling out these fake politicians that really don't care about you. They just care about their lining their pockets. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.